Impressive rally, but no volume.
No volume. That's important to you today?
Yeah, it is, because what you're really seeing is that the sellers have just walked away, and the buyers are in there, but this is no stampede. They're not chasing after things. So it's a really fascinating change of mind overnight. Now, could be that Shanghai held up. Again, there's suspicions that the government was involved in helping that hold up, but we're here. I'm impressed also that with the light volume, you haven't seen much of a pullback. Often you get those spurts, and then with no follow-through, they pull right back. Hasn't happened yet.
What if Clarida comes out after the noon hour and rolls back any semblance of restrictive policy in terms of his rhetoric?
Well, it could be. Drahi's getting criticized now for saying that he's going to go forward with the tightening, and so they may be there. Nick Kolas from DataTrek pointed out that in the Fed Handbook, they use the word tariff 51 times. So they must be worried not just about the American economy, but the global economy as a whole.
Art, what about the volume that you're seeing in some of these post-earnings trades in big names? Does that tell you anything? Is that something you're paying attention to?
Yeah, it is to a degree, but it's been fogged over somewhat by the very sharp moves that we've seen here before. And to separate them out, the earnings aren't having the effect that they normally would. People are caught up in the bigger picture of where were we going and where are we now.
And so, to that point, and I know you just mentioned how many times the word tariff was used in the Beige Book yesterday. Do you think, after what has been months of investors in the market sort of shrugging off the possibility of trade war fears, that this is really essentially what's coming home to roost when you look at these stocks and how equities are playing out right now?
Well, I think concern about trade wars certainly underscored the selling that we had. I mean, there were other aspects to it, but it was clearly that. And again, the real hemorrhaging began after Shanghai was badly hit. So, the foreign influence was clearly there. It was the dominant factor in the sell-off.
One last thing. We have not mentioned these suspicious packages all morning long. Does it have any effect on sentiment? People have tried to draw lines between what Ebola did to the market in 14.
No, I don't think it's anywhere near. Thankfully, no one's been hurt by any of it, so the market doesn't take any sense out of that. If they thought it was going to change the election, they might see it, but so far, no steady pattern.